Hello folks, welcome back to the Java training series. So in this today video we will see what are the different types of data types we have in Java. So if you talk about these data types, which means we'll give you a brief description. Okay, so data type is nothing but which type of data we are going to store in that variable. Okay, which means we have alphabets is there, we have numbers is there, we have alphanumerics is there. So like this type of data, which type of data is going to store in which variable. Okay, so first of all, in Java we have two different types. Okay, the first one is non-primitive data types and the primitive data types. If you talk about the primitive data types, we have the first one is the boolean. We have short, we have byte, we have int is there, and float, double. These are all primitive data types. And coming to non-primitive data types, we have classes, interfaces, arrays, strings. All this comes under non-primitive data types. Let's see one by one what are the primitive data types and non-primitive data types available. And we will run a small code which in this class itself we have created yesterday, right? So coming to the default, what is the default memory size of the primitive data types? If you say means first coming to boolean which holds only one bit of data, okay, one bit of memory. Coming to char which holds 2 bytes of memory. Coming to byte again which holds only 1 byte of memory. Okay, so coming to this short, it holds 2 bytes, and int holds 4 bytes, and long holds 8 bytes, and the float holds 4 bytes, and finally the double holds 8 bytes. So coming to which means it is equivalent to like one in the double you can store 8 bytes of data. So let's see one by one. So first of all, let's start with the boolean. In the boolean we can store only one bit of value, which means either true or false. Okay, so let's see boolean. Boolean is nothing but let's say this is a variable name, which means we will see later. Okay, what is the variable name and what are the different types of variables available. So for now just check this is the variable name. Okay, just keep in mind that. Okay, so let's see whether this flag holds the value of true or not. Let's check. Okay, I'm giving flag here. So this is the variable name I declared here. So again I'm saying flag value. I want to see in the console whether this flag is holding the value or not. Okay, so if you see here in the console, you can see here, right? So this is the true. So flag value true, which means flag is holding the value true. Okay, let's skip into this char. Okay, the char, let's say ch equal to, in this you can store only one bit, which means only one byte you can store, which means or either A, B, C. That way you have all the alphabets. No, any one alphabet you can store here. Let's say it should be also declared in a single quotes. Let's say capital A, you are going to store in the ch character. Okay, let's see whether it is printing or not. ch here. Okay, if you run this program, you can see here in the console, you can see, right, in the ch is going to holding a value A. If you give another, right, it gives you error. Why? Because character is going to store only a 1 byte of value. That's the thing you need to keep in mind. So let's move to another, that is short. Short means which stores a single value. Let's see, I think it stores 2 bits of value. Okay, so let's say AB is the name. You can store 10. So 10 is a short number, which is a minimal number. You can store it AB. Let's say CISO. If you print AB, let's see what it will print. So what it has to print, the expected output will be AB colon 10. Why? Because in the AB it has to store the value of 10. So let's see whether it is storing or not. You got the output? Yeah, it is storing. In the AB it is going to store 10. If we give it to 100, let's see whether it can store. Yeah, it is going to store the 100 also. Let's make it 1000. So it is going to store the 1000 up to 1000. If you give the 10,000, it is going to store until 10,000. If we remove one more 10,000, which means 1 lakh, it is not going to store. Why? Because it is saying that short can only store up to the value 10,000. You can't store 1000. That is what the compiler is saying to us. So remove that 1 lakh and make it a 10,000. Okay, so let's see. After short, let's check int. Okay, int let's say I equals to, you can store until 9 numbers, like 98765432 okay, this is the value you can store in the integer. If you add one more, you can see here the error. So we can store until the 9-digit number in the integer. Let's print this one. Okay, we will check what it will print in the I. Okay, so in the I you can see I value as 9876543210. What how you can store? You can see your mobile number is a 10-digit number. If you want to store a mobile number, where you have to store? If you want to store mobile number, you should take is a long is one data type. We can store the longer value above this integer. Okay, let's say L equals to I think this is the tablet. L equals to 9876543210. You can see here you can store until 98765432. Why it is giving error? In the for the long you should mention L at the end. So now here you can see the L is capable to store the value of 10-digit number. So let's print the number. Whether you can see, can you expect whether this L is going to print in our console or not? Just write down in the comments. Okay, so let's see. So you can see here, if I print, it will print only until 0. It won't print L. See here 9876543210. So next, after log, we are going to take this to the decimal values. What if you want to store any decimal value, how you are going to store? Will this int and long will allow? Let's check. Long KL is equal to 3.4. Will it allow? What it is saying? It is not. It cannot convert from. You can see here the error. Cannot convert from double to long. It is saying it is of decimal value. You can't store in the log. If you want to store the values like this, you should use float. Okay, float is a data type which is available. You should keep f in the end, then it will store that value. Okay, so now if you print this value, let me print here KL. So here if I run this program, you can see again the 3.4 value is going to be print here. So what if you want to store a bigger decimal number, which is like 34.47698993. Okay, so let's check. If you want to store that type of values, you should use double. Okay, double D equals to 34.5644. I'm giving you some number. Okay, it is going to store here. Okay, this is how we need to use the differentiate with float and double. So let me quickly print this double number. So D here. So if you print this number, you can see the 3.515 until 34 it has printed. So now all we have stored this a single character, we have stored numbers, we have stored decimal, we have stored. So you got a question that how we are going to store the words, which means a bunch of characters, a group of characters, how we are going to store. For that we have a data type which comes under non-primitive data types. Okay, in the non-primitive data types only we can store a group of characters, which is called as a string. In Java we call group of characters as a string. Okay, so in the str we are going to store this one. So let's say hello is a group of characters. H is a character, E is a character, L, O, these are all the 5 characters which are going to store in a single variable, which is called string. String should be in a double quotes. The character should be in a single quotes. Just keep in mind. Okay, so let me quickly print that string. So this is str here. So I want to print str. Okay, so let's see what the str variable is holding. So here hello is the word which str is holding. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Thanks for today.